Hey everybody, Modern Caveman here. I wanted to go over some modifications that I've made to one of my favorite knives out there, which is the Essee 4. Uh, this is pretty much my go-to knife when I'm out there in the woods. I just love Essee knives, and the fit and finish on these blades are just top-notch. A lot of you are familiar with these knives, so I'm not going to go too much into the specs of these, but more into some of the modifications that I've made to the knife itself to fit my needs. Uh, First I'm going to go to the sheath here. Uh, Sorry about the lighting, hopefully I'll get this in there, but one of the things I did was I grabbed the Pathfinder logo. I'm just a huge fan of Dave Canterbury and a lot of things that him and others that work with him have contributed, learned a lot from him, and I actually took the logo and went to a engraving shop and had them laser engrave the logo in there onto the sheath. I also have it on the back, which is covered by the tech lock right here. But I plan on going through and getting some white paint or something to put in there so it will pop out a little more. But as far as the sheath is concerned, what I did do is I had an additional tech lock system which I attached to it. Uh, it gives some space uh, between my hip and probably gives about a good half inch, 3/4 of an inch of space. Gives some breathing room, a lot more comfortable fit. The other thing that I did with the sheath was that if you can see that and that jimping right there. Now that's the jimping. Originally that was really smooth, and when you went to go pull out the knife, especially if it was in slick conditions or if your hands were sweaty, you'd actually have trouble. It would slide off. So what I did was I went through and grabbed the Dremel tool and just put some jimping on there, which makes a world of difference. It doesn't affect the tension of the sheath at all, but it makes it a lot easier to get the knife out when you need to, whether in wet conditions or what have you. So those are some of the alterations I made to the sheath. I mean, nothing huge, but every little bit counts on that. As far as the blade is concerned, I took the coating off of the blade. I don't really like the coatings on the blades, and I've become a huge fan of forcing patinas on the 1095 blades that I have. On all my 1095 blades, any of them that have had coating on them, I've taken the coating off and forced patinas in there. I don't think this is going to really come out all that great. I hope you can see that. What I did was used vinegar, uh, just a vinegar-soaked paper towel, wrapped the steel in there, let it sit for about an hour or so. Took that off, and that was kind of a base patina. After that, I took some potatoes and put the potatoes right around on the edge and let those sit there for probably about a half an hour. And I topped it off with putting on lemon juice, actually, and left that lemon juice on there. Actually, I didn't even have to leave the lemon juice on there all that long, maybe about 15-20 minutes. And I just like the look. It seems to give it a little more character. You can always play around with it. I can take the scales off again and keep on playing around with the patina. And I'm a fanatic about maintaining my knives. So as far as rust, I'm not concerned about. I have a kit to take care of those things anyways. As far as the scales, I did make one change to the scales. If you can see this little indentation, I took my Dremel tool with the little sander and made these indentations right here on the handle. I'll show you the Essee 6. I actually, instead of putting an indentation, I put some jimping on there, but I'll show you that in a later video. And that's to help with chest cuts, with those power cuts to make sure that I have a little more control of the blade, or even when you're choking up on the blade, the thumb help It helps to lock the thumb in there. So this is just a quick video to go through and show you some of the things that I've done to make it work for me a little better. In the future, I'm going to go. I plan on getting a trail hawk, a cold steel trail hawk, in the near future, and when I do get that, I'll be making a video on forcing a patina onto the blade. I also plan on doing some detail work onto the handle as well. So hopefully in the next couple weeks I'll grab one of those and I'll have that video up for you. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you for your subs, and I appreciate all your comments. Until next time, Martin Caveman out.